Using the whipped butter, which
Yeah.
is fine. It's butter.
And you know, I think I'm going to put a little olive oil in it too, just for the heck of it. I think it'll taste good.
I don't see how you can possibly ruin anything with olive oil, butter, cream.
So I'm going to use this olive oil from Fairway.
The best. Now, is that extra virgin or
It's extra virgin. It's Pugliese.
Pugli?
And it's a very grassy, pungent olive oil.
Oh, let me smell it
just
before you
drink
do. Yeah, just drink it. Oh my God, that's incredible.
Actually, I think I'll just drink it. It'll be good, right?
Go ahead, drink it. I was going to say that my father always said that the function, the purpose of the whipped butter was so
Oh
you
my
don't.
God, it's almost peppery.
Mm.
So good.
The whipped butter, the function of the whipped butter was so that you don't break the matzah.
You need
Well, because matzah is the matzah. Now, Karen, when was the first time you actually had matzah? Being a Hoosier, born and bred.
I don't know. I've had matzah for many years.
Did you have matzah before you became a member of the tribe?
I think I had matzah when I was a kid.
You had matzah when you were a kid. Okay, that's good. Well, you were in Bloomington, the home of Hebrew National, and that really good deli.
I didn't realize Hebrew National was.
I don't think they were there when you were a kid, though. I think they moved in the 80s and the 90s. We could find that out. Okay, so what are you doing? But anyway, that really good deli that your parents took
I
to
mean,
1,000 years ago.
theoretically, these potatoes have been cooking for 4 or 5 hours, but.
But through the magic of digital thing. All right, looks
But,
okay.
you
How
know-
did you know how much of that olive oil? You just sort of.
I just put in a lot.
Okay. What's a lot?
Eh,
Half a
half a
half-
cup,
half a
quarter of a
okay.
cup, really.
All right.
Because I put in a lot of butter, so this is going to be in addition to the butter.
So I'm thinking the worst that could happen is that you would just, if it's too wet, you would just sort of.
It won't be too.
Okay. But you could just sort of dump it. All right, here we go. So
I'm
this
just
this
trying to-
technique is called.
I'm trying to lift the
Oh.
lift the steamer out of the. But I'm not having to.
Now this steamer's not made for that pot, though. That's what I was saying. We missed that part of it. All right. A meat thermometer.
I'm looking for a
candy
it's
thermometer.
something like a scissors, but they have.
Something like a scissor to hold on to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. We have. That's why we have an edit function. You could use a regular old-fashioned tongue.
Yeah, is there tongs?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. That's exactly what I'm looking
Aha. Pat. Videographer's patting on the back. So just before we close this drawer, I just, for the record, what I've always said about Karen, if she says one thing, she has 10.
for. Okay, here, Emily.
Okay, here we go. All right.
Here's like we're like floating the.
Whoa. All right, go. Okay. So now you are using the old-fashioned potato masher. Now, why are you doing it on the? You have so much counter space. Okay, go.
Well, because it was nearby.
All right.
And I just moved right to the. So you're mashing, and you're going to coat all the potato grains with the starchy things with fat,
Okay.
and that's going to make the potatoes less gluey when you add the liquid.
Okay.
And
So
you know, you might, if you have like blocks, I had just the soft whipped butter anyway. But if you had blocks of butter, regular sticks, you might want to cut it up into smaller pieces.
Yeah,
so
that
they're
was what I was
melt
gonna ask
relatively
you.
Fast.
But you don't want it. You don't want to melt it in the microwave and have it be sort of, one
You-
step away from clarified. You
can
want it to be butter.
You can do that if you want. It doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter.
It just
Okay.
has to be butter, and it's going to melt with the heat of the potato.
Okay, so it's the fat and the taste.
Yeah.
So it's not okay. Got it.
Now you can see I've got it pretty mashed up.
Let me get in closer. Oh my gosh.
Don't mash more than you have to. I mean, these are kind of lumpy mashed potatoes. If you want really pure whipped mashed potatoes, ask somebody else.
Good. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to put in some chicken broth.
This is your own made chicken broth, which we
Yes.
will discuss at a later time. It smells.
It's been reduced,
Fantastic.
and actually this is going to make the mashed potatoes maybe less high caloric than other mashed potatoes. It's going to lend a little flavor to the mashed potatoes.
Because this is in replacement of the more cream.
Yeah, but then I'm going to add cream at the end too, because it really takes a lot of liquid, these mashed potatoes. They soak up the liquid like crazy. And if there's maybe 45 minutes between mashing time and eating time, they won't be fluid anymore by the time you sit down to
Which
eat.
is what you want.
Yeah, so you want them a little bit more fluid
So you're suggesting that that this actually is going to be like a 3-hour mashed potato.
mashed potatoes take a long time. But the actual working time is minimal. I'm going to use my Himalayan pink salt,
Wait.
which we like the flavor of.
Can you pour some of that just on my hand?
It's pink.
Wow. May I
Yeah, drop it in.
drop it in and over my shoulder? Do you know where the idea of the salt over the shoulder?
No.
I don't either, but I do know about salt. You know what the name? You know about salt in the Romans, right?
No.
Oh, yes, you do.
No, tell me.
The Roman word for salt is sal, and Romans were paid in salt. Salt was a
Wow.
valuable commodity, and as was sugar eventually. But salt, so hence the word. I'm getting off topic, but sal. Can you think of some words that you know that have to do with work? Here I am, the elementary school teacher. Work and sal. What do people get paid? They get paid a.
Celery.
There you go. That's it.
Cool.
That is the
Well, the
derivation.
French word for salt is
Is
sel.
sel.
S-E-L.
Mhm.
Now,
Okay.
Emily, was the word salt, was that before the crucifixion or after?
I do believe that was before the crucifixion. This being Good Friday and the discussion of the resurrection and the crucifixion. And
It's kind of an exciting thing, the idea of the resurrection. Hard to believe.
well, this
Hard
Jewish.
to wrap your mind around in this day and age.
Well, haven't you been with a man who's been resurrected?
I
Okay.
don't know what you mean by that.
I don't either.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think now
So,
we're on to the tasting.
okay. Now, there has been a huge topic on the internet lately of people who taste and then put their spoon back in and retaste. There are many people, and I happen to think this is a generational thing, who think that's disgusting. I personally,
Who cares? This is awesome.
wow.
This is better than the other day, right?
Oh, this is much better. I think it's a little salty. The other day I thought it wasn't salty enough, but maybe that's because I have the pink salt. Now,
Oh my God, it's so good.
we're going to turn this off right now because we have some eating to do. We'll be back.